All right, everybody, welcome back. Men's semifinal numero dos.
Yeah, that's how it's pronounced.
So we've got the top seed, Riley Newman, and Matt Wright coming off a victory in Florida at the last PPA event. They're playing local favorite UT tennis star Thomas Wilson of the big forehand with that electrum paddle, and AJ Kohler. What up, cuz? So
this is going to be fun. We've got the two best lobbers in men's pickleball. I want to see who's going to win this one.
We have one problem. There he is.
There he is.
Okay.
One problem is solved.
Okay.
King Kohler is on the court.
So winner plays tomorrow against Ben and Colin Johns. Let's play pickleball. Ron Ponder on as the lead referee, supported by Brooke Hollis. And Riley Newman creating off the bounce on the forehand side.
He has reinvented a certain technique on that forehand dink. When either one of his dink or his partner's dink affords a high ball.
Tricky.
Kohler can't believe it. Looking to Ron Ponder for an overturn, perhaps.
Definitely have the wind at their back, so probably could have. And hot start. We saw a hot start with the ball to start the last match, the women's semi, 4 in a row with the ball to start game 2. Here's 3 right out the gate. Tremendous hands by Wright there, because that ball was smoked at him.
It really was, yeah. And they all know that when Kohler's on the other side, and now Wilson, his hands are looking incendiary as well.
And I don't know if there was a wager at the home, but Wright has exceeded Lucy Kovalova's 4-0 start with 6 straight coming out the gate here.
Yeah,
oh, nice hands there. Not up.
Yeah, couple of bounces.
But to roll into a semi and score 6 on the first service
feels good. It means the rest of this game, at least, they're going to be able to play fairly loose, and that counts for a lot.
Ooh. And Kohler invites those types of attacks with his chaos.
Yep.
Just missed it.
Yeah, I'm curious if they can really nullify that massive forehand from Wilson. My feeling is they will elect to return to him a fair amount to keep him back and deal with that power.
And that's what they want. Come at us. Yeah. Come at me, bro.
They want AJ to be counter-punching and for Wilson to be punching when time allows.
Great job of just throwing the ball up in the air to live for another point, another shot, but then very overzealous with the forehand.
Yeah, and we've talked about zealous, and no one's ever been just a normal amount of zealous, have they?
No, that just a little, just a teaspoon, a little sprinkle of zealous would have been perfect there.
There's no adequate amount of zealousness. It's over or nothing.
Great
nice
job.
attack. Yeah, that ball didn't look that high, but it's one of those things where you have to quickly recalibrate just how soft your dinks are when you have someone with such a reach like Matt Wright and Riley Newman, obviously.
And you're downwind, so it's going to go just a little farther than you think as well. And this is not the start they had hoped for.
Yeah, I mean,
Kohler was late to the court, and things have not gone well since his name was called.
Yeah, Wilson and Kohler, they did dispatch of Barr and Young, but it was a tight 3 games. And this is now a step up in competition again.
For sure, and that's the way tournaments usually work.
Typically, yeah.
There have been upsets, but Newman and Wright looking very good here, up 8-2. I think we've pointed out the things that Wilson and Kohler like to do. Rip forehands if you're Wilson. Kohler do all the magic things at the kitchen line. Got to try and throw away the 6-0 start. I know they still count, but okay. We're 2-2 since that happened. Let's find little things that can make us feel better, even though the score is 8-2.
Yeah, it's true. Attempting to be that goldfish that helps so many players kind of forget some unfortunate history.
And Wright said, I'm just smoking this ball from the midcourt after my beautiful reset. I don't care.
Yeah.
It didn't work out.
6-point lead, 3 points away from taking game 1. Yeah. Play loose, have fun. And if Wilson is prepared to miss serves like that,
then why not have some fun? And everything is up right now, and that is a recipe for disaster, including even the drive that started there. Just wasn't that low penetrating drive from Wilson. Little clankage in the middle there, and the net says, no, you guys did that on your own accord.
I do know Matt Wright is enjoying being able to play on the left side again.
Yeah, and they've sort of rotated their way through this today, and it'll be interesting to see how they proceed here. And that's 2 in a row.
Wilson 2 in a row. Might be time for a medical.
I'm looking around. Is there a copter or something?
Yeah.
Great recovery. And if you both lean in to take a ball and your partner takes it and then it gets flicked at you, you don't get reset because you don't know where the ball's going because you didn't hit it.
Yeah. No, that's a tricky equation.
They're just feeding the beast right now. We haven't had any of the Kohler type points here.
No, we might need to get the women back on the court to just play a handful of points to get the crowd going again.
Good play by Kohler.
Yeah, they're going to need some energy on this side.
Yeah, there's just none.
It's flat.
Ernie overhead, still going.
Yeah.
Oh, and Newman tried to get his willing the ball over energy over to Matt Wright's ball there, but that is not a transitive property that works. And this is just flat right now. There's no other way to describe it.
Yeah, Wilson's seeing a lot of balls, and so far he hasn't been able to bring his best stuff. Just possibly feeling a little out of his element, given that his drives are not really doing much damage.
Brilliant play by Matt Wright.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
It's what you have to do if your partner ATPs and you know the player on the other side sees it and can defend it. you've got to come in front. If they beat you on the outside shoulder, tip your cap. Same guy.
Same gentleman, yes.
And
okay. Well, it's a little better. We're on the right track.
Yeah, it's interesting to see they're convicted to AJ on the right so far. I'm sure something strategically in their discussion was what they wanted to do there.
There's some fairly routine errors that are creeping in, not giving them much of a chance to get excited, get some of that energy.
That'll go well wide, and
that's a monstrous backhand from right.
You know, we've talked about the ability of all players now to be able to finish with short, compact backhand finishes. He takes more of a hack at it for sure,
oh,
but
yeah. Oh, Newman got plenty of paddle on it. And again, meeting it perhaps a little too early.
And the crowd is just begging, give me a hands battle, give me something.
Something to work with, yep. At least give them a beverage or something.
Okay.
Well, some applause somewhere.
Yeah. 3-9.
Wilson playing a little safer on the serve there.
Wow, that 2-5 point is brought to you by PPR.
Oh, you.
Just the speed of that serve, I couldn't help myself.
I mean, obviously, what the people at home probably can't appreciate based on the camera angle we're seeing here is that the kind of swirling wind that is on there is seriously affecting play. And it's not something we can do. We can't quickly switch to a tennis ball and try to nullify some of the effect of the wind.
Correct, and it's made everybody be out of sorts and not confident in the shots they want to choose. And if the ball's not where you think it is hard to play clean. There's a nice finish by Thomas Wilson.
Yeah, if he can't take care of that one there, then well, there's not much we can do for him.
You know, this is March Madness, survive and advance. That's what you have to do when the conditions are playing a bigger role than normal from both a heat and a wind standpoint.
March Madness is basketball, right?
Yes, Aussie, yes.
Okay, great. Great, I have heard a lot about it, and funnily enough, I hear a lot about it at this time of year, and it all makes sense now.
Because it's March.
Ah, there we go. Good. Yeah, I always like it spelled out pretty clearly for me.
I mean, Kohler is incredulous right now. That's 3 or 4 of those classic.
Incredulous?
Yes.
Wow. I like it. You're going to have to help me with that one as well.
There we go. Stunned, surprised.
Oh, those are synonyms?
Yeah.
Okay, great. I'm going to put that into the rotation.
Add it. Don't try it on your Wordle. Too many letters.
Too many letters.
So this is the play that most teams have done with. I mean, that shot deserved applause because that was a ridiculous inside out.
Here you go.
Yes.
I'm doing one.
Correct pace ball by Wright. Just really nice.
Just increasing his incredulity.
Which is probably not found in Webster's or any other dictionary, but in Australia, that's a major word.
Oh yeah, that's one of the big
ones. That's a fashion store, isn't it?
It's actually in the anthem.
Yeah, it's in the anthem. Nice. Good finish by Wilson there. So the grind here in game 1 continues.
Okay, let's see if Wilson can just get this serve in, and hopefully someone gets a good third. That'll do nicely.
And oh.
Okay, a little pedicure
on
the way out.
And you know, the kick save and a beauty. You know, we're getting close to the hockey playoffs. Let's just roll all the sports in here. Does not count. Like in volleyball, that would have been good. You're allowed to use your feet, and most people don't know that. But
and now we're playing sports ball.
Yeah, that's. On game point, we have the best point of the match until that one.
That was a good point. Yeah, a lot of good hand battles, some nice resets.
Try number 2.
Yeah, but if they really want to ignite this crowd, then we're going to have to see some magic.
And that is not it.
No. There was no rabbit anywhere near a hat.
No.
And the person that got sawed in half is in real trouble.
Is in half.
Yeah, it was not a trick. And, we will get them to the hospital.
Got some patrons scurrying around. Oh, and a little, okay.
Yeah.
A little.
Wills it wide.
Yes, and
a little air traffic control over there.
A little showmanship.
Whatever it takes.
Okay. Game point number 3 off the. Oh, and Thomas Wilson was there. So the grind of game 1 is over. 11-5 to the top seed, Newman and Wright. We're going to take a quick break ourselves. We'll be back with game 2. See if they can spice this up here at the Pickleball Central Austin Open.
for many of us.
All right, welcome back. Newman and Wright just stayed ahead. The play was struggling along with the heat. See if all these players who are so talented can pick it up. And there's an A.J. Kohler flick to get started, and obviously Newman and Wright are like 11-5. We're playing just fine. I don't know. You may want something different, but we're just fine over here. Thank you very much.
They're in it to make it to tomorrow, however they have to do it.
Oh, and Kohler caught in the kitchen.
Oh, and just a little bit of debris on the court. That assistant ref taking care of it. Brooke Hollis. There's no feed anymore. I can't. So it'll be Newman to serve. And Wilson popping the line, I think painting the line at the same time.
Hopping and painting.
Yeah, the old hop and paint.
It's that work. I think that's a new workout at one of your local health clubs.
I'm still going to challenge myself to try and do Callie Smith's workout. Perhaps I'll do a video.
Oh,
and
wow. Okay.
There will be tears.
Yeah. No. There will be long days of pain.
And Wright coming out of nowhere, a big backhand, and he's looking for an in call. I'm not sure Ron Ponder's going to give it to him. So Kohler to serve, 2-1-1. He has struggled with his thirds today.
Thirds have not been on point.
No.
Hey guys, I get the pleasure of being here courtside with Lucy Kovalova and Callie Smith. They have gotten through 2 championships Sunday. They played their semifinal earlier today. Guys, that was a great match, and it seemed like your opponents really tried to switch up their strategy. They switched sides for a while. Why was nothing working?
Well, I think Lucy and I just were playing really well today. They played well too, but we just sometimes we just play a little better. That's how you win.
That's a very simple answer for you, Callie. Thank you. And Lucy, obviously the sides differ today. We have a little bit of wind play. Do you prefer the wind in your face or behind you?
You know, I think it depends on the opponents too. I think we generally prefer wind behind us because it's a little easier to drop and also to take advantage of the wind behind you. But I think today our scores were pretty similar in both games, so we just adjusted well and we played our game.
Callie, I know you're also the mom of 2 kids. I've seen you playing pickleball with them. Is professional pickleball a sport that you're going to encourage them to get into?
Absolutely. When my daughter was 3, she wanted me to teach her tennis. And so I said, yep, let's go. You don't have to pinch my arm to teach you tennis. So I went out and started teaching her. And obviously now that we're on the pickleball court more, she just, anytime we can get out here and play, she loves it. So it's been really fun.
Well, guys, congratulations again. You're on to Championship Sunday. We'll see you tomorrow. We're going to take you back to the court now. Dave.
All right, thank you, Hannah, Callie, and Lucy, and future Smith prodigies coming.
Yes, no, for sure. We will watch that space And we've just seen a timeout taken by Newman and Wright, rightly so, as Kohler and Wilson extend a lead to 6-1.
Yeah, the side situation, you know, Lucy mentioned they played pretty well on both sides. I think for the most part, most players have enjoyed dropping the thirds into the wind from the side that Smith and Kohler currently are having their rental agreements finalized over there, and they would get to end this match over there if we get to a third game, so they'd have that benefit. But we've seen the switches. We've still not seen the ability to get all 4 players on the court playing at their individual highest level.
No, it hasn't happened yet. Perhaps they're holding themselves, their best stuff to Championship Sunday, but they got to get there.
Yeah. 2 of them are going to be wildly disappointed.
No, it is tricky when you combine heat with wind. Not easy to find your best stuff, so we'll give them the benefit of the doubt.
And there's a tag of Wright on a ball that Kohler unlikely to be aiming there on a ball that was up, but it worked out.
So Wright attacking cross court, Kohler handling it well.
Wow. There, it's beautiful all around. The grab by Wright on the full windshield wiper extension at repeat. Unbelievable get, but this is what Kohler is able to dictate. Oh, and full scorpion and inside out.
Oh, lovely.
Okay.
Okay, we're starting to see some good stuff now. Well done, gentlemen. They got the memo.
Uh-oh. And Kohler hits an absolute moon ball that ended up 4 feet wide. It was not long.
No, so that's good.
He's just going to get recalibrated. Oh, if he would have done it again, I would have lost my mind. Yeah. That's going to end up wide, too. So we've got a just hard crosswind left to right across your screen and at the back of Newman and Wright. So very tricky.
And Wright struggling to keep that ball just low enough outside of the range of Kohler, and he flicks it into Newman.
And that's the penalty of being on the side with the wind, is you can't keep the ball down, and Kohler's whole game is reaching into the kitchen. There's a violent finish by Wright.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to describe it. Violent. Certainly disgruntled.
Yes, because barring a sensational comeback, we're staring at a game 3 here. And Kohler.
That tiny little flick.
Oh,
it's amazing how much pace he can generate from that.
And to tag Newman on a ball right in front of him is a rare sight.
Yeah, you really never see that.
Great finish, just not being able to get this side of the court dialed in at all. Our Newman and Wright, and 2 points away again, our Kohler and Wilson.
And if this goes 3, this is where they'll be finished.
And you heard Thomas Wilson yell coming. He saw the Newman forehand coming up, and just like that, it's 10-1-1.
Yeah, you wouldn't have imagined this turn of events.
And that's well deep, and we're going to play 3. So it'd be hard for me to say that the side doesn't matter after watching what we just witnessed here.
It clearly does.
So if that's the case, Kohler and Wilson have to be loving that. So how much of a dent can you make before you switch sides is the question. So we'll be back with game number 3 right after this.
We just charge ahead because planning for your future takes time. And right now, thinking about your financial future takes on new meaning. At Baird, our financial advisors have guided individuals and families to achieve their goals through every crisis evolution and groundbreaking idea for over 100 years. That's the difference between thinking you're ready for what lies ahead and knowing you've planned for it. Now that's different. Discover the Baird difference.
Children, your DUPER final athlete exam begins now. You, how much does it cost to have a rating?
It's free.
Deckel, how many different types of ratings are there?
2. 1 for singles, 1 for doubles.
Cameron, who can have a rating?
Anyone. And world peace.
DUPER, bringing world peace to pickleball ratings. Download the app and claim your free rating today.
Congratulations. You are all smarter than you look.
We are launching ClubCorp TV, which brings the best pickleball content to your smartphone, tablet, and big screen TV. This is 24/7 Pickleball, proudly brought to you by ClubCorp.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Dave Fleming with Morgan Evans. Game 3 winner of this game is going to play tomorrow in the gold medal match against Ben and Colin Johns. We will switch sides at 6. The side Newman and Wright currently stand on is the preferred side if the scoreboard has a say in the matter.
And right now, it definitely does.
And there's the Kohler flick and follow.
The old flick and follow.
It is. It's, you know, it's a law firm from the 20s, but they didn't know about pickleball then. Oh, he tried.
That would have been amazing.
Because we talked about you want to slide if your partner ATPs, and Wright had certainly done that. So Kohler went for a winner off the ATP defense. And that's the calibration just hasn't happened on the side that Wilson and Kohler. The first ball too far, so he tried to take something off and took way too much off. Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, there's a come on from Matt Wright. Might be the first of the match, perhaps.
Yeah, just try and, you know, players feed off the crowd, and this crowd is so sun-baked that feeding off yourself is another way to get into that.
Yep. Try and get that acrobat back from the Mesa tournament. And we'll have a look here, but I trust the refs.
Oh, he landed directly on the line.
Yeah, and then slid a little bit over.
And then said, no, no. What are you talking about? No, no, no.
It's amazing how often when you make... Yeah, he looked over towards the booth, and we assured him that, unfortunately, he was in the wrong.
Let's go.
And that is there's a timeout. So, as we've mentioned, trying to scrap some points together on this side was the goal. They haven't done it yet. We'll scrap some break right here real quick, and we'll be back here at the Pickleball Central Austin Open. Game 3 to head to Championship Sunday. All right, welcome back. Game 3, we'll switch sides at 6. Kohler and Wilson just dominated from the far side in Game 2. I've not seen a team win a game 11-5 and then be that out of sorts in the second game. Obviously, Mother Nature playing a key role in that.
Yeah, reflective of wind and the sun.
Oh my, and the factory is producing at very high volume levels here.
Yeah, there's a lot of decibels there. At least.
And they have a chance to switch at 6-zip. Oh,
there's the
Scorpion.
Mr. Wilson.
Yes,
nice work.
Beautiful.
All right,
no one like you.
Critical that they get a handful of points here.
Oh,
right.
That's what you want. Got the short return sitting there for the big rip of the Electrum.
Let's go.
All right. Well, Newman and Wright are certainly fired up.
As well they should be. They switched back and were like, what on earth took place in Game 2? And they have found the range beautifully, dictating.
Come on.
And
they know the shoe's about to be on the other foot.
Yes,
so they need that 6-zip lead to have a good chance.
So we'll keep it here, folks. You can see the scoreboard don't lie about what's going on. A total of 6 points have been scored on the wrong side.
Yeah, we should just have a graphic saying this side is winning today.
Yes, so the question is now, if I'm Kohler and Wilson, can I say, look, we're fine. We won 11-1.
We got this covered.
So we're 11-7 if we get out of here with the same score. And then Newman and Wright need to just say, enough of Game 2. Keep playing the way we are.
Yeah.
They are really pushing the pace. You can afford to do that into the win.
Yeah. I feel like we will really know when pickleball has made it, and it's clearly already made it, but when the Vegas odds can reflect elements like we're seeing today and accurately show what are the chances that Newman and Wright are actually going to win this.
Right. Like, are they behind right now, even though they're ahead?
Exactly.
Yes.
When we can figure that kind of algorithm out, well, I'd be impressed.
That day is not that far away.
No, it's really not. It's coming.
And that's what's exciting about this sport and everything that's going on. And it's exciting now for Newman and Wright, certainly. The exciting part for Wilson and Kohler is simply the real estate they're standing on. But the 2 stops here are so critical.
Yeah. Already. Yeah. Curious if and when they're going to feel the pressure, side pressure. Wow.
They'd love to get 7-zip here just to go, okay, that's a mystery.
Got it.
All those middle dinks. There's not a target on the court, I swear.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, come on.
And that goes deep, so they get the stop after really saying we are not straying from middle dinks. Couple speed ups, couple replies.
If they get on the board here, 2 or 3 points, and this is a very strange ball game.
And then you go back to, I want to know what happened on the toss. Like, did they choose that to end there or not?
Oh, yeah.
Seeing this down the road. So we'll dig that out of them.
Yeah, we'll get Hannah to ask that question.
But no points scored with the ball there. So again, the 6 staying 6. Critical here if you're Wilson and Kohler. That was probably deep. Oh, what reach. Oh my.
That stay in?
No.
No.
But Kohler able to go to flick it and still flick the air and let it go is a new trick.
Oh yeah. That all happened so fast. My eyes, maybe they're not as good as yours. Jeez, it's a little rough. So they do get one. They got off 6. That's going to give them plenty of confidence.
7-0-2. Go.
Oh my.
Oh, the Newman defense on display there, as well as Wright.
Yes.
They hit a great shot to earn their way forward and then tried to sprint through the finish line.
And guess what? The finish line was a brick wall. So take it easy. Again, just middle. Wilson again, same as that was the it was not a replay of the first chance they had on that side, just same miss.
0-7-2.
That 0 gets more and more ominous.
Go.
Tremendous switch there. Oh, and then indecision on a just 1 mile an hour ball in the middle.
God, they're having to work so hard just to get one.
7-0-1.
They're certainly in it, and you can see the effect of the wind, but they haven't been able to just do enough.
Because there's a reset sailing a little longer than desired because of the wind. Yeah, I have a feeling 0 could become 4 quickly if they can get the 1.
Yeah, once those floodgates are open.
Yes, Matt.
Okay.
Wright and Newman are having to play their best stuff to be able to win on this
8-0-2.
side.
And the level is elevated. And they're 3 points from Sunday.
Yeah. Right out.
So I wouldn't say now or never, but we're getting close to that
Now we're Neverland.
Yeah.
Now we're never-ish. Oh.
It's not what you need.
And their first serves since they've had a chance to get the ball have been not at all what you need on the comeback trail, especially if you think you've got something over there. And there it is. So after all these net cords and short balls and balls hit barely over the net and dinks, they got 1.
So we'll see now if once the seal is broken, if it really creates a torrent.
You know, they're just not willing to give Wright and Newman any angles on the dinks. Everything in the middle. Just really narrows the court.
And 1 becomes 2. Yeah, good read. I think Kohler had seen Newman's shot selection, and it did not change. After having some good momentum to get those 2 points, at the very least, an even number helps them. They're not going to have to unwind a stack. Oh. And they got a little lucky there. Kohler's forehand was going to be sent into the cheap seats. Okay, so they've stopped the bleeding effectively, gotten the ball back.
It's going to be just, can you chug that train up the hill or not?
Yep.
Before the clock strikes 3 more points. And there's the middle.
There it is. I mean, Newman and Wright, they're going to make them win. They're going to make them play some serious pickleball. They're not going to take unnecessary risks on return of serve especially. They may take a few chances on serve, hope for the best.
Right.
Just to try to put a little extra pressure, get to 9. 9 always scared me. I never liked 9. I always felt like it was almost over.
Oh, lucky there with the clank.
Interesting. Okay. Well, it was a unique attack for Newman. He typically doesn't play that kind of shot to that area.
Everything had been so centered on the middle that that's where the focus was, and he found the outside of Wilson there. Beautiful shot.
No!
Kohler can't believe it.
So he's given the ball back.
So they made a tiny dent, 1.
8-3-1.
Now they'll have to be very diligent and concerted.
Look at that ball move away from Wright, and he was able to get there. Rock you like a hurricane with the Scorpion right there. Beautiful job by Thomas Wilson, just perfect.
Yeah, he's got the wind of change.
There we go. All right. There's no one like you, Thomas Wilson.
And even with that hop, the hop might have actually...
The hop is usually for pace, not width. So
Yeah.
I don't think its powers
might
can
have worked
keep it.
against him, actually.
But again, 8 stays 8.
And that's big play from Kohler and Wilson. It's exactly what they needed.
And chug, chug, chug. It's 4.
Yeah, they're halfway there.
They're choosing Kohler in front of Wright over here.
Look at Kohler's knee bend. It's amazing.
Just able to get that ball back in the kitchen. Wow.
Wow.
Slice scorpion.
Yeah, very rare.
So the winner at this point is going to have long range effects.
Well, we will see shortly if that holds true. Great points. In the end, Wilson pulled the trigger, thought that ball was there. Newman said none of it.
They're putting that dink in the middle where they are not concerned about anything coming at them. Newman did come up with one backhand, but otherwise it's been safe.
Come on! Let's go, Matt. Side out.
There you see Wright step around, so after winning that lengthy point, they get a big right attack. But can they dent the scoreboard?
Yes.
Oh, and that certainly helps proceedings.
9-4-1.
Kohler and Wilson really having to kind of redline whether they are on serve or return.
And Kohler sort of, he's usually on balance, completely out of sorts on that point for whatever reason. Didn't read where the ball was going, and after that long point, they stop that. Wright hits a winner, and suddenly they get 2 in a row, and folks, we are at I want to play on Sunday point.
They all want it, but right now it is firmly in command for Newman and Wright. Even with the wind, certainly the non-preferred side, they've found a way, which, you know, champs do. There's a reason why they're number 1 seeds.
Exactly. And it's such a mental drain to know that I'm not going to be able to put my best dinks on the court because I don't trust the wind off my paddle. I just don't.
Yeah.
11-1 tells me I don't trust a thing off my paddle in game 2. I know I'm going to have to play over there. They're playing over there now, and they've been able to find just enough. That 6-0 lead, humongous to get over there without that being 6-3, 6-4.
Yeah.
Because then all the pressure's on AJ and Thomas to figure it out.
For sure. No. And they're coming back on the court. It looks to be, well, a tall order for Kohler and Wilson.
Yep.
Newman and Wright have been able to weather the storm.
Okay.
Not just yet.
1 is saved. There is a second available right here.
10-4-2.
Oh.
that ball, we'll have a quick look. They're calling it out. Oh, that's
and there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear it for AJ Thomas.
Okay, well, you saw it there, folks.
Yeah.
You know?
Tough not looking down the line, but
certainly.
But
yeah, hard to tell
I'm
exactly.
Try and see if we have another angle of it or not. Oh, it's outside the view of that angle camera that we try and bring you for a new look. So,
well, this is our last look at it. Yeah, if I was a betting man, I'd say that ball was in.
I'd say that ball was in as well.
Yeah. So unfortunate that it ends on that one. However, not to take away from Newman and Wright.
No.
They played. They played a picture-perfect style of game when knowing full well the side advantage was definitely with Kohler and Wilson. They had the wind with them, and they had to do it the hard way. They really did.
They did. They had to fight their way for 5 points in the adversity, where 11 points were available on the other side of the court. So they were able to do it, and they will play the Johns brothers tomorrow. They have not been able to get over that hill. They won last tournament when they didn't have to face the Johns brothers. So Matt Wright and Lucy Kovalova both have a chance for double gold tomorrow. So we'll be back with the second women's semifinal. Don't you dare miss that. We'll be right back.
I host a show in the kitchen.
I share my workouts in the kitchen.
I roll one sleeve up in the kitchen.
I stream in the kitchen.
I can't cook, but I'm in this kitchen.
I gave my paddle away in the kitchen.
I help keep you fit in the kitchen.
We're all family in the kitchen.
Let's go!
On your six, ladies.
The world will get back on its feet. We'll help you stay on yours.
What's your secret? Oh, it's no secret. It's the expert help I got at Foot Solutions.
Make an appointment at footsolutions.com.
How do you get what you want? Eric Weimer, blind man, wanted to climb Mount Everest. My man crazy, but he believed it was possible.
We're gonna do it.
And because he believed, he became the first blind person ever to stand on top of the world. Guaranteed Rate believes in your dreams. That's why we treat everyone like we treat our own family and work extra hard to get you the lowest low rate possible. Because if you believe, you will.
Welcome back live here on Center Court at the PickleballCentral Austin Open. I have our second set of finalists here, Matt Wright and Riley Newman. Guys, congratulations. That was such a match of runs. You lost a decisive second game, but you came back so strong in game 3. What caused the 360?
Well, you know, with as brilliant as I am, I chose this side, and we saw how that worked out all day. We thought that starting on this side against the wind would be the better play. We won the toss, and then it ended up being that whoever was over here was going on huge runs. Pickleball's a game of runs, obviously, but this was extreme today. So we just said after the second game, let's change our strategy a little bit, but just weather this storm, get off to a really good lead in the third game, and try to hold on.
Well, you guys took the title just a few weeks ago at the Riverland Open. Can you keep the streak alive in this one?
Well, we certainly hope so. Matt and I, we've got a couple second places. Luckily, last weekend, we took the gold medal, so we're hopefully got a little momentum going. We're excited to play in Austin, Texas. This is our very first time in Austin, Texas. And we're going to come out. We actually have 2 gold medal matches. I'm playing against Matt tomorrow in mix, and then we'll team it up. So it'll be an exciting Sunday. So I'm really looking forward to it.
Well, guys, it's brutally hot out here. It's almost 90 degrees. How much does fitness come into play in these matches?
Yeah, that's one thing I try to keep up on in my life. I try to do cardio, and so I can come out here and, I guess, battle the tough conditions. It is hot out here, but I've got my Jigsaw electrolytes. So hi to Patrick and Ashley. I'm sure they're watching right now, and we'll be ready for Sunday.
All right, guys, congratulations. We'll see you tomorrow. We're going to take a quick break, but don't go away. We have the ladies' semifinal coming up next.
Stay, play, and dine in Margaritaville. Escape while enjoying Margaritaville's signature casual luxury, fun, and laid-back hospitality. Visit MargaritavilleResorts.com.
What are you guys doing?
We're getting our duper tattoos.
You know it changes every match, right?
Oh,
Duper, keeping tattoo removers in business by updating after every match. Download the app and claim your free profile today.
Can you change that 6 to an 8?
I sure can try.
Dropping a lot of money on sunglasses always seemed crazy to me. I'd wear them a few times, and then I'd lose them or break them. That's why we created Shady Rays. Polarized shades at a great price that you can try for 30 days risk-free. And even if you lose or break them, just let us know and we'll send you a free pair. Plus, every order helps fight hunger in America. And thanks to you, we're making a big impact. For 20% off your first order, go to shadyrays.com now and use code TV20.
How do you get what you want? Eric Weimer, blind man, wanted to climb Mount Everest. My man crazy, but he believed it was possible.